Hello, it's me. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all had a really good time over the new year. Thank you very much for coming in. Now, listen, today I've got a new deck for you, and it is solely for the event, okay? It's meant to be a meme deck, right? And you'll see what I mean with it. It's a Pidgeot Raichu deck. I'll show you the list in a second. Now, I'm only going to be playing the event, and basically it's a cheaper alternative if you haven't got like all the really expensive Pikachus and stuff like that. It's mainly a meme deck, but it just so happened to work while I was playing with it. So here's the list. Have a look. We've got Pokemon flutes in there. We got Sabrina. We got Pidgeot that acts like another Sabrina. We've got both the Raichus, one of them that hits bench, and the second one does really high damage. So like if they bring in their Blastoise, we've got the win condition there because we can slap it. Poker flutes bring in the basic, so if you get early donks on the Squirtles and stuff, you can bring them back in and keep them on the bench and keep killing them. It's really fun. Here's some games of it. Enjoy. Right, okay, so it's the Blastoise drop event. I think that went live today. You've got what's that, 15 days on it, so that's not too bad, about 2 weeks. You've got these packs that you can get from beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and each one of those packs has got a chance to drop off these beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and then they have loads of different cards in them. I've got, I think, every one of the basic cards so far from the previous fights I've done with this deck, except for the Blastoise, so we will open packs at the end of this to see what we get. Now, the best one to do it on is Expert if you can do it. Advanced if you can't, but Expert's probably the best one to do it on because it's guaranteed to get a pack from it, yeah? So I'm using this deck. It's very cheap. It's not too expensive to make. The Pidgeots can be a little bit awkward, but it's not too bad. And then all we do is we go in and we hope that we draw well, and go second is very, very good. Very, very good. And we start with a Pikachu and a Raichu in hand, which is great, and a Pidgeot as well. So starting first on this is great, because a lot of their stuff that they use is weak to electric, except for, I think, the Eevee. But obviously, Eevee goes into Vaporeon, and then it becomes weak, I think, so we're all right. But for now, we have the both Raichus in here. Giga Shock one is the one I really like to play with, because it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does a lot of damage to the bench as well. But with the weakness, inherently, it does like 80 then. So it's pretty decent. It is pretty decent for that. And we got another Pikachu as well, which is even better to go with Lieutenant Surge tech in this as well. Just in case like one of them starts to take damage and things like that, and you need them off the bench, onto the bench, then you can Lieutenant Surge the other Raichu in there as well. Very, very nice. We got a Pidgey as well. Great. A little red card. Red card the opponent. Okay. Now, hopefully that doesn't give him a Wartortle or anything like that. And we will Gnaw. Now, I believe he can run Misties in this. I'm hoping that his Misty misses, because if it doesn't, then his Articuno's ready. But luckily, he doesn't have an Eevee just yet. I mean, this is going to be an Eevee, isn't it? It's a Misty. Please don't be a Misty Eevee. Okay, he's missed. We're okay. We're okay. That's good news. Like, what I like about this is even though it's a game against, like, the computer, you still have to think with it. It still is pretty difficult. It can be really difficult, this. Obviously, with this deck as well, it's more of a meme deck. I was going to use this deck outside of our solo plays, but I just made it. I wanted to have a little meme with it. I was going to try it, but the meta's too strong, and this just doesn't really work very well against it at the moment. Now, we got a Lieutenant Surge as well, which is great. So what we'll do now is we drop the extra energy onto there. We get the Raichu out. Now, the Raichu's going to kill that Articuno anyway, and then we do 20 damage overall on the bench. Now, when that Eevee comes in, if that goes to Vaporeon, then I think it's got 110 HP. So I think it'll spawn in with like about 90. So I think we're 10 off. Yeah, we'll be 10 off with that Raichu, but it's not too bad, because what we can do in a bit, if we do get Pidgeot, we can switch them in, which is really cool as well. It's going to use the Ice Wing. However, what we'll do here is, well, if we had a, we got another Pidgey. If we had a Sabrina here, that would be good. Or if we had Pidgeotto to get to Pidgeot, that would be great as well. So what I'll do is I'll play the Pidgey. I'm also going to go for... Oh, he Blizzarded, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, I thought he Ice Winged. Well, we can do like the 60 damage anyway. It'll be 80 damage, which will get him really low. Then we can get the Pikachu ready for a Gnaw. We could also... Yeah, you know what? I am actually just going to Giga Shock here. I'm not too worried about it because we're in a very good spot. We've got Sabrina if we need to for the Vaporeon. Well, the Squirtle, but he won't go into that. 40 damage gets done by Pikachu anyway. So we're good. Yeah, so we win with the Pikachu there. So what I like about this is If he misses the Misty, we get online a little bit quicker, and that's what makes us just get the win, basically. So right there, we just gnaw and we get the win. And because he's very EX heavy as well, see, and then we had the Lieutenant Surge in the Raichu, but obviously we can't use that this turn, but it doesn't matter because we got the win. I'm not attaching energy because we killed it, right? So that's one win with it, right? Which means we guarantee ourselves one pack. Right, okay, so we go straight back in on this, and we'll see how it goes. But again, if you lose on this, it's not a problem because you still keep that token. You can go straight back in on the next one. It's really good. It's really good for stuff like that. Right, okay, Pikachu, Pidgey start. Brilliant start. I like that. We got Pidgeotto as well in hand, which is great. We got an X speed as well if we need to. We don't need that just yet. We're going second as well, which means we can attack that Squirtle and get some early damage off. Oh. The one thing I don't run in this, and I don't know why yet, is like a Giovanni or anything, but I think it was just because it was more of a meme deck. I didn't really think too much of it. Giovanni there would have been beautiful, but it wouldn't have killed it anyway. It would have just took it to 50, so that's okay. It's not bad. If he bricks here, this would be great news for us because then we get an easy win. Wartortle comes out. We still do 40 damage. Articuno's out. That's okay. Eevee's out. Okay, he didn't brick. He got some good stuff there, but we can get Wartortle out, which is a big problem currently, or can be. So Pidgeotto will research. And again, what's good here, right, is, okay, we got really good cards here. What's really good now is we take the Wartortle away, but then we can use Pokemon Flute to bring the Squirtle back, and then we can use the other Raichu, not this one, the other Raichu, to do a little bit of damage to his bench, which I like. I think that's really fun. But we're going to just gnaw and get the kill. And we're not going to evolve into the Raichu because what we'll do is we'll bait the Articuno out. Then next turn, we play one energy onto it, evolve it to Raichu, and kill that Articuno. But if he went into the Eevee, let's say, or the Vaporeon, what I could have done is Pidgeotto, switch it. So, sorry, Pidgeot switch. And then we would have been okay. He Ice Wings for 40, which is scary, but not too scary. And then, let's say, for an example, he had Vaporeon out front. We could have gone into Pidgeot and then done the business. But we haven't needed to. It's Thunderbolt. 140 damage takes it. So this is why I run the other one as well, especially for this deck. It can be pretty awkward if you're only hitting 60 each time or 80 each time. And doing 20 to the bench is still really good, but it's nice to have like a one donker like that. So you get the kill. There you go. So it's really quick. They're really quick games. Obviously, because you're playing against computers, so it's not always going to be like perfect. They might brick more often and stuff, but we do get promo packs each time. One more. Let's have another go. And then what we'll do is we'll open the 3. We'll open the 3 that we've got, right? We'll open the 3. If we win this one, I mean, we've been doing fine. But this deck does work quite well. It does work quite well. It's just a cheap alternative, a fun way to play. You don't have to do this way. There's better, right? There's 100% better Pikachu decks. Don't get me wrong. This is just a meme one that I made that I was going to take into solo play, like single, like actual multiplayer. But I didn't want to because it's not that good. It isn't that good outside of this, I suppose. But I enjoy it. So here we go. We got a Pokeball and we got a research. I like to use the Pokeball first before the research. The reason why is it thins the deck a little bit. So then I don't pull, say, that Pikachu in the research. So that's why if you've got a research and a Pokeball, use the Pokeball first. And then there you go. Lovely. I got another Pokeball. So that means that could be another Pidgey or another Pikachu. Lovely. So what's great here is we've got both the Raichus in hand, one Lieutenant Surge, and Pidgey out on the field as well. We're in a fairly good spot. Now, what I will do in prep here is I'm going to put Pidgey out. And the reason for it is because I don't want them to hit an early Misty. So, because if they do and they kill a Pikachu, then we haven't got any options for the Raichus. So, it's better to do it like that. Right. And then we get Pidgeot as well. So, what I'm likely to do here is I'm just going to, you know what I might do? I might just evolve them all. Just so then I've got one of each of everything. So then they're there. It looks fairly intimidating. I know we're playing against computers, so they're not really that bothered about it. But I think it looks fairly intimidating. Do you know what I mean? Now, we can't really do much now because I've put the Pidgey out. In hindsight, probably could have used the Pikachu there. But then the Ice Wing starts to come in, so it's all right. Right. So we're going for the Giga Shock one there currently. Now, this is really good. So it doesn't matter which way I go with the energies because we've got Lieutenant Surge, right? We don't need Sabrina yet. I'm going to end the turn there. I want him to put more energies to the Articuno, and then we take that Articuno in a minute. That's the idea anyway. Now, we do run, obviously, X-Speeds in this deck. I think another addition could be a Leaf if you wanted to as well, just to get the Raichus out and what have you, but it's entirely up to you how you run this. So there's another 80 and damage to the bench. This is great news because he killed Pidgeotto. I forgot that that was a thing, but he's killed Pidgeotto, which means we can get the Raichu with Thundershock out, which is going to give Thunderbolt, sorry, which is going to do 140 damage. It's going to kill it in one, right? So we play one energy here. We Lieutenant Surge. Obviously, we lose all these energies, though, and this is why the Pidgey play was a bit rubbish, but it's okay. We take all of his energies out, and we kill the Articuno. Now, this is good. What we need to do now is have more energies out in the field. So what I would initially have done is went to Pidgeot and then, like, moved around this bench a little bit, but I was focusing on the Articuno to get rid of all of the extra damage. Now, this is going to be scary. We have got Sabrina's to play with, and we may have to. Let's see. We could go in for this Raichu first. I need a Pidgey. I'll need the Pidgey, to be fair. Right, I know what we can do, actually, thinking about it. Let's X-Speed that Raichu out. Because that Raichu's got 140 damage, and we're sitting on one Sabrina, and that's all we need, right? So, I need to have a Pidgey. Because it needs something on the bench to survive one turn after it kills this. If it kills this, actually. Wait a minute. No, it doesn't kill it yet. It doesn't kill it. It's only 40 damage. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. So all we needed them to do is just put some more things on the bench. So we're good. There's the Pidgey as well, even better. And then all we do now is we power up this Raichu here. End the turn. We do not play Sabrina until this turn. When it kills that, and he's all happy, he's like, oh, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. This is the computer. This is me arguing with the computer. Right, okay. We play the Raichu out. We get the one energy onto it. And he's thinking, well, he can't beat me. It's only 160. That's correct. It is. However, a lovely Sabrina here gives me a one-shot on every one of them. So, admittedly, the Thunderbolt one is quite awkward if you use it early like I did in this game. However, it just works. And then we got the Sabrina tech or the Pidgeot if you had a Pidgeot. And then you go bang, done. There's another game. It's fun, man. It's just a fun one. I really enjoy playing that deck. That's the main thing with it. Well, anyway, now what we're going to do is we're going to open the 3 packs that we just got, and hopefully we get a Blastoise. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I need today, man. That's the only thing I do need left, I think, is the Blastoise. There we go. We got another one. So we should have 3. We should have 3. Let's go and have a look. There you go. 3. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, we want the Blastoise. However, getting 2 of everything's good as well for me, you know? It's the Eevee. I think I have 2 of those. But that's okay. We'll take it. It's a really cute Eevee card as well. I like that one. But don't forget as well, there's loads of events going on right now. There's the New Year event. There's the new Premium Pass event things as well. And the Blastoise event. It's really good. The pack events as well. There's all sorts. Login events. There's loads of them at a minute. It's weird. But just make sure you're logging in. Make sure you're getting your packs and stuff like that, man. Right, okay. Cincino. That's a nice one. I've got one of those, so that's good. That completes the set of those for me. And then we've got one more. But yeah, let me know what you think of the deck. It is literally a meme. It's not meant to be good. It's just fun to use. And it's a bit cheap to make, I feel like. And what it was is I made that deck, but I deleted my other Pikachu deck and I couldn't be bothered remaking it. So I just thought I'd just use this. See how it goes. And, oh, we didn't get it. We didn't get it. But it's okay. It's okay. Let me know how your pull's gone. And again, Happy New Year. Thank you very much for the support over the year. And all the time, man. I really do appreciate it. We hit 9,000 before the last video when I said thank you for getting close to 9,000. We'd already hit it. So thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Honestly, it's wild. Thank you for all the support. Have a good New Year. Take it easy and peace.